Hey guys, this is going to be a pick a card reading, and we're going to ask the question, what is keeping your connection stuck? And we have here three cards that you can choose from. Group 1, group number 2, and then group number 3. Okay, group number 1, let's put this aside first. And let's begin with your reading. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 1. What is keeping their connection stuck, Spirit? You have here Ace of Roses. Next, you have here Page of Rings. You have here Four of Rings. Queen of Rings. Knight of Roses. And you have here Four of Mirrors. Bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Rings. Wow, this one is really straightforward, you guys. So, based on the cards that we actually put up for you, what's actually keeping your connection stuck, you are definitely dealing with a person, for most of you, with a person who is not really ready yet to be in a committed partnership. Okay? Doesn't matter what is your status, whether you are in a situationship or what, but I'm just really getting here that this person is not yet ready to enter a serious and a, monogamous type of relationship, to be quite honest with some of you, okay? Because I'm getting here for some of you, you are dealing with a person who really enjoys their freedom. This person wanted, to explore and have fun. I'm actually getting here the Page of Rings and the Knight of Roses, so I feel that you're still dealing with a person who's still young, or at least not yet emotionally mature, okay? And then you got here the Knight of Roses, which is also the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is actually the player of the tarot, but I don't think that you're dealing with a player. It's just that this person is basically in and out of your life. Couldn't actually make up their mind, all right? They're free-spirited. They don't want to be tied down. Most especially that we're seeing the Four of Rings card over here, and it says possessive. So for some of you, I'm also hearing that some of you, this person's first impression or what they're kind of like thinking is that maybe you're actually going to be, needy of them, okay? Even though that's not really who you are or that's not really what you're doing. But some people, especially men, when they're actually kind of like feeling a little bit, guarded because they're person or the person that they're actually dating is kind of like already needy or is already, asking so many personal questions, let's just say, that's going to be sounding a red alarm array to this person. And so for some of you, this is actually why you're not seeing this person making a move, or this person's not ready to engage into a much more deeper type of relationship, okay? So not for all of you, but I'm also picking that up. This person's thinking that maybe you're actually going to be possessive of them, okay? For instance, this is a great example. Even though you're not yet in a boyfriend or girlfriend, relationship, or you're not yet official, but you kind of like are asking this person almost every, 5 seconds. And that's just, that's just an exaggeration. But you're always asking, who is he with? Or why is it that they haven't called you up, on this expected time? Things like that, all right? And it's really going to be coming off as a red flag to this person, okay? And I don't think a lot of you guys are doing that, but maybe there's someone out there in which this person felt a little bit scared, or they got a little bit, uncomfortable because of that, all right? And I feel that this person is really not into people who's going to be taking away the freedom from them, all right? I feel that you're dealing with somebody who's very, very independent. Um, Another thing that I'm also getting here is that, yeah, with that possessive card or the Four of Rings card, this is, again, what the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Roses in this case doesn't like. They don't want to be tied down. Look at this heart, it's padlock, right? They don't want to be tied down. So even though, let's just say, you guys are not necessarily clingy, needy, or possessive, or jealous, right? But maybe this person is just thinking that if they're going to be taking the relationship to the next level, then everything's going to change. They can't do the things that they're used to doing, okay? Like there is already an obligation from their part, as this person's already your boyfriend or your girlfriend, right? That they can actually, hang out with their friends all the time, or date another person, things like that. So this is very straightforward from Spirit. This is the reason as to why you're actually not seeing any progress, or you're not seeing any movement coming from this person. And again, for a lot of you, it's because this person's just not ready yet. They enjoy their freedom. And you got the Nine of Rings. Nine of Rings is also Nine of Pentacles. And it's actually talking about a person who's independent, and somebody's actually single. So I feel that this person decided to remain single, because obviously if they're actually going to be, asking you to be their boyfriend or their girlfriend, things would change, all right? They can't do the things that they used to do in the past when, or prior to you guys being in an official relationship. So yeah, let's see, what else? Okay, got Atlantis. Rescue. Envy. I was just talking about jealousy earlier, because that's what I heard when I saw the possessiveness card. Um, yeah, for some of you, that's also what they're kind of like thinking about. All right. And again, this is just based on their perception. Okay. Even though that's not really what you're doing, but based on this person's perception of the situation between you and them, especially if you guys are getting to know each other, you're dating and all that, this person's kind of like saying that they were able to observe you carefully, and they kind of like observed that some of you, not all of you, are kind of like already jealous. Okay? It's kind of like this. I'm hearing a guy saying, how can we be boyfriends and girlfriends? Honestly, that's the dialogue I'm hearing right now. But this person's saying, how can we be boyfriends and girlfriends when we're still friends right now? We're not yet in a relationship, but you're already needy and jealous. Okay? And so this person's thinking that things might get even more worse if you guys are already in a committed partnership, because at this very early stage, when you guys are still getting to know more about each other, this person's kind of like saying that they picked up that you can actually be a little bit jealous or a little bit possessive. Okay? So again, that's what this person's saying, or their perception. Don't shoot the messenger. I am just delivering the message. And besides, it really says here envy. So anyway, let's try to pull it more. Next, you have your dreams coming true. Okay. Before I pull up the rest of the cards, what I actually also heard, and to see this card, it's another validation for me. For some of you, this person is not ready to be in a relationship because of their focus, just like with this person over here looking at this telescope and it says rescue. I feel that they're really putting their focus more on their success, which in most cases, I feel this is pertaining to their career, all right, their ambitions in life, okay? And so I feel that this person is kind of like thinking that if they try to engage in a much more serious relationship with you, you might even get jealous, not because there's another person, all right, but because of they're putting, most of their focus on their career or actually their job. Wow. All right, let's see. What else? Broken open. And then go the distance. With these two cards, what I'm actually hearing for some of you, again, this person has, contemplated about this many times, all right? And I tell you, group number one, you're definitely dealing with a person who's carefully observing you, okay? Whenever you get together, not just when you guys are talking over the phone or what, but this person is really paying attention to your patterns, to how you're actually behaving. And so maybe that's why I really heard a guy saying, honestly, that we're not yet boyfriends and girlfriends yet. You are a little bit, jealous and possessive of me. So how can we be a couple if you're already acting like this? That's exactly what I heard earlier. So I don't know who was that for. Okay. And so when this person kind of like picked that up, this person got a little bit scared. Okay. And this person, felt that, maybe, I should actually, just put this on pause. Um, let's not let's not really, be hasty about this. And speaking of which, another message that's coming through, because I'm drawn to this cheetah over here, all right? For some of you, this person, felt as if that things are a bit too fast, okay? And so when this person kind of like sense like, whoa, hold on, let's take it slow. So for some of you, that's another, reason as to why this person is not making a move just yet. Some of them, they kind of like picked up that everything else is going way too fast, all right? Not necessarily you're hurrying them up to be in a relationship, but maybe this person suddenly, felt like it's just so swift. It's just so fast. Because again, cheetah is the swiftest animal. Right? And so that's actually what I heard, which is the opposite energy of this woman over here, being more balanced, all right, taking things slow, all right, staying still, right? So these are two opposite energies. And that's exactly what I heard for some of you. So there's so many reasons here, okay? Only take what applies. But let's see what else is going to come up. What is keeping this connection stuck, Spirit? Oh my gosh. Okay. You got deception and you got your new supportive connections. All right. So I'll be very honest for some of you. This person definitely never told you, all right, or is not telling you that they're secretly also dating someone else, or they're actually, trying to get to know someone else while they're probably dating you or while you guys, are dating. That's really what I got when I saw this deception and the new supportive connections. And some people really does that, especially guys. Not all men, but some men, because usually they kind of like do it in such a way that they wanted to be assured. They wanted to be also sure that, okay, this is it. This is actually the person that I really wanted to be in an official relationship with. But before I could make a decision, let me actually explore. All right. Let me actually try out how person A is like, or person B, person C. And sometimes, not all the time, not all men, okay? But some men, they have the tendency to do it in such a way that, all right, so I'm not going to tell person C that I'm actually not ready yet to be in a relationship with her, but I'll just put her on hold for now. And I'll try, and make a move with person A and person B. Let's see how it's going to work. If it doesn't work, then it can actually go back to person C. I hope you get what I'm saying. All right. Some men, not all men, again, does that. All right. Like they wanted to be sure or assured that this is it. Like, okay, I'm sure that this is the person now. So I feel this is actually the case for some of you, in which this person secretly is trying to get to know someone or is dating someone, and they just kind of like put you on hold, all right? Because here's the thing, if they're going to tell you and they're really going to be super honest about it, like, hey, group number one, I'm actually also exploring, I'm also dating person A or person B. Is that okay? I'll get back to you, all right? If something doesn't, happen between me and person A or person B. So, of course, obviously, that would make you upset, right? You definitely not entertain this type of individual. And so some men really does that, okay, that type of style or strategy. And so, yeah, I really feel this is the case for some of you. They try to hide it from you. Okay, and then he got the pride card. Ooh. So that's another thing for some of you about what's keeping this connection stuck. And yes, I also had a personal experience about that. That there are some men, all right, in which they love it. They love it that they're getting the attention, especially if this person is also very attractive, okay? Um, and I feel that for some of you, might be also dealing with a person who's super hot or really attractive and they get a lot of attention from people, okay? And so I feel that for some of you guys, what's really keeping this connection really stagnant, it's actually ego-based issues or pride. All right. And I feel some of them, they just really love enjoying the attention that they're getting first with the other people who are flirting with them or trying to, yeah, hit on them. Yeah. So, wow, there's a lot of reasons for group number one. I just noticed that now. Anyway, let's pull up more. Alrighty. Okay. So for some of you, I'm actually picking up that the reason why this connection is actually stuck, there might be some issues around work. So earlier, I kind of like picked up that their main focus is actually work, okay? And so they're not really ready yet. They've realized that they're not ready yet to engage in a serious relationship with anyone because their main priority is their job, it's their ambitions in life. For others of you, what I'm actually hearing is that you're probably also dealing with a person that you're working with. Some of you, it's a boss. I don't know who is this for. Okay. And so that's what's keeping this connection stuck. It's because this person is kind of like a little bit careful about what people are going to say. All right. Although, um, not necessarily that there is a huge problem in some companies, that's okay. All right. But this person in particular is actually very careful around that. They really don't want any, other people gossiping or talking about this work relationship. Okay. And not work relationship, but this romantic, rather, this intimate and romantic relationship that you guys are having apart from being workmates or apart from the fact that this is your boss, all right, and you are his employee, okay? That's really what I'm getting. I didn't know who is this for, but yeah, somebody watching group number one, you're actually dealing with a person who's probably your boss, somebody of a higher position or rank, and so this person's careful about that. And maybe the pride is also tied here, okay, for some of you, but I'm also hearing gossip, just like with this kind of like office drama going on, all right? So this person's quite careful about what people are going to say. For instance, some people might say, oh, there's favoritism and all that, right? So this person's just being very, very guarded about some unnecessary gossips or talks if they found out that you and this person are also dating, right? Or you have a relationship other than being workmates. All right, let's see what else. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Fruition. So with the fruition card, I feel for some of you, this person just really, kind of like needed enough time. That's really what I'm picking up because you got harvest moon. So wait for the harvest, right? So I feel that for some of you, it takes quite a while before this person can actually, decide for themselves and say to themselves, okay, I'm ready. All right. So maybe you're dealing again with a person who's moving a bit too slow. All right. And that's why I'm drawn to this rescue card where there's actually a person observing or looking from the telescope. So I feel some of you are dealing with that kind of a person who's very guarded, who's very careful or cautious. Maybe this person was betrayed before because I'm drawn to this Harvest Moon card where there's actually a woman wearing this mask. And then you got your awakening. Wow. All right. So with this awakening card, for some of you, they haven't realized just yet. Okay. I feel that this is applicable for the scenario earlier in which some of you are dealing with a person who's not yet emotionally mature. Okay. Some of them, they're not really sure about what is it that they want. Okay. And so I feel it might also, again, with the harvest moon, it might take a while or it might take some time, all right, before this person would realize or would have this awakening that, okay, group number one is for keeps, or I should, take this to the next level with group number one because I can't afford to lose him or her. So, yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the next set of cards. Oh, yeah, you guys are actually soulmates, though. Yeah, see, you guys, divine timing. I know some of you are sick and tired of hearing divine timing, but as much as we wanted to hurry things up, maybe that's why, for some of you guys, I'll be very blunt. This person, not for all of you, but I heard that, like this person is saying, it's way too fast. Everything is going way too fast. Like this person saying, hold up. All right. Let's take it slow. All right. And so maybe again, if you're resonating with that, then that is just a sign that what you also needed to learn, all right, from this experience, it's patience. Especially that you got the harvest moon. That's why I even said, wait for the harvest, okay? So, yeah, as much as we wanted to control the outcome or to hurry things up, we have to always remind ourselves that not everything is within our control, okay? We just have to trust in divine timing. So, yeah, let's see what else. Oh my gosh. You got the date card, meeting someone new, dating. So like what I said, this is going to be related to what I heard earlier. Remember I said something like, of course, who would really tell you? Like, come on, you tell me, group number one. I mean, would this person tell you, like, hey, group number one, I'm actually dating 3 women other than you? Of course, no guy would actually say that, right? I mean, come on. So, For some of you, this person obviously is not really telling you or is hiding from you that they're also, secretly hitting up on someone or dating someone, and they're kind of like exploring their options and, yeah, trying to get to know each of these people that they're actually dating apart from you. Yep, it's as simple as that, but that's what I'm actually seeing here. All right, let's see what else. Victim consciousness. Ooh, okay. Venus, offer. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? We're talking about what's keeping your connection stuck. And you got the stop card and it says here stagnation. So yeah, I'm actually getting here that for some of you, this person suddenly paused, just like what I said. They tried to put this connection on hold, all right? Some of them, they're intentionally doing it. Of course, they'd never admit that to you because it's obviously going to hurt you a lot, right? And so I'm getting here that some of them, they really tried to put this connection on hold because of, again, for the many reasons that we've seen here so far, like jealousy and possessiveness for some of you, or either they're actually, not ready yet. They've realized that, whoops, it looks like I'm not ready yet for a relationship because I need to put my focus on my career, all right? For some of you, they're secretly dating someone other than you, and they're trying to get to know more about these people that they're dating on top of you. And yeah, for some, there's actually work issues, all right, that they're kind of like being guarded about. So again, there's so many freaking reasons here, group number one. But for some of you, I'm getting here, they tried to put this on hold because of these reasons. Plus, for some of you, you got victim consciousness. So whether it's actually them playing like a victim, or some of them might be kind of like saying that they kind of like, yeah, notice something about your behavior, all right? Or they actually, observe so many things about you when you guys are actually talking or going out. It's also strong. I really got that. For some of you, I really picked up that this person got a little bit alarmed or a little bit uncomfortable because of jealousy. So maybe some of you actually said some things, or this person, felt as if that you came off a little bit, jealous or needy. So yeah, that's why, because of those, red flags to this person decided to put things on hold, or they're kind of like not ready yet to make an offer. Wow. All right. You know me, guys, I'm gonna give it to you straight. I never sugarcoat my readings, but please do not shoot the messenger. I am actually just reading based on what I'm hearing, as well as with the cards that's appearing for you guys. So even if you're going to say, that's not me, or I'm not like that, well, again, it's based upon this person's perception, all right? Or this is how they think, or this is how they see some of you. But anyway, let's pull it more. Illumination. Relationships. Oh my gosh. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So what I'm actually getting here as to what is keeping this connection stuck, some of them, it's plain simple. They realize that maybe you guys are really not compatible with each other, all right? Or this is not really going to grow, okay? A lot of you guys who chose pile number one, I feel that this person, a lot of them, they contemplated about this many times, all right, until they actually realized that it looks like, yeah, maybe this is not really gonna grow from here, all right? Because I'm drawn to this illumination card where it's actually talking about reflection, okay? So there's something about compatibility. There's actually something about them kind of like trying to see, or trying to spot something that they're looking for in a relationship. And then they found out that this is actually not what they want. All right. And that's normal. It happens, right? Even to you, even if you actually, date someone new, let's just say, and then you actually discovered or found out like, oh gosh, I don't like, how this person is after all, or how he is actually, treating women, let's just say, as you actually try to get to know more about each other, right? So there's something that they may have discovered, let's just put it that way, in which they felt as if that you guys are not really meant for each other, or that this is not going to work. It's plain and simple. And that's why it says here, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So there's actually something about mirror, or with this reflection, they're trying to search, they're trying to spot something based on their ideal type of relationship, or based upon their preferences, okay? Whatever that may be. But anyway, let's actually pull up some messages for you guys, because this is not an uber long reading. Let's pull up a message for you from this person. All right. That was fast. I wish I could be a different person. Will this pain ever stop? You deserve better. Oh, wow. And then we have here, I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. Are you kidding me? You got 2 messages that says you deserve better. Huh. Okay. Well, this is actually, very clear. It's self-explanatory, right? So for some of you, you might resonate with this message coming from your person. Some of them are saying, I wish I could be a different person. All right. So maybe, for some of you guys, maybe they also kind of like notice something. All right. There's something off, or for some of you guys, I'm actually also picking up that they're hoping that they can be the person that you wanted them to be. That's another message that's flowing through right now. All right. So maybe it was also the viewer. All right. You're hoping that your person is going to act like this, behave like this, or what. All right. But the thing is, we're all unique individuals. All right. And I feel that's also the reason as to why I got this message. I wish I could be a different person. And then, will this pain ever stop? So that's another message for some of you guys. That's self-explanatory. You might resonate with that message from your person. What's crazy, it's these 2 cards. It says you deserve better, and then I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. So I feel that, yeah, this person's kind of like already, seeing that they're probably not good enough for you, all right? Or that they can actually, be that person that you wanted them to be, okay? I keep on getting that. So that's why they came to this, conclusion, all right, or decision that maybe it's better off that you try to look for someone else, all right, or that you deserve better, not them, okay? Most especially if they've done something as well that really did hurt you, okay? Because there's also something about compatibility issues. I also really picked that up for some of you guys. Others of you, it's low self-esteem. Okay, coming from this person, they're thinking that they're not worthy of you. Okay. Anyway, let's actually pull up this card. Let's see. It says forgiveness. So this is the message for you before we wrap things up. Group number 1. It says here, nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. So I feel that with this forgiveness card, this is a message from your spiritual team, group number 1, to forgive yourself, all right? To let go of any past hurts and disappointments so you can move forward, all right? As well as this person. Again, it's not to say what they did towards you, how they treated you, it's okay. But then again, it's about time for some of you to really, just pick up, the pieces again and then just move forward. Although, yeah, it's easier said than done, but there's no other option. Otherwise, you would always be a prisoner of the past. Okay, so like what I always say in my readings, forgiveness is actually a gift to yourself. Okay, because you don't deserve to be in a lonely, stuck space. You don't deserve to be always, wondering what's going to happen, right? You don't deserve to be sulking in one corner and crying, right? I mean, be gentle with yourself, love yourself. So that's why I always believe that forgiveness is a gift to yourself. Because if you truly love yourself and you know that what they've done towards you is inappropriate or incorrect, you can't do anything about that. We don't have any control how a person would treat us or respond or react to us, right? But we do have the power as well to, just learn from the situation or experience and just move forward for our own peace of mind. So there you go. I hope this made sense for group number 1, and I'll see you next week. Bye. So group number 2, it's your turn. Let's put this aside first. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 2. What is keeping their connection stuck? Page of Rings. The Advisor. Well, you got the Cliffhanger. Ten of Flutes. Nine of Rings. And then 7 of Roses. Bottom of the deck, you have here Queen of Flutes. Wow, I'm hearing a lot of messages as well, just like for group number 1. Group number 1 has a lot of reasons, okay? And again, it's because it's a general reading, so only take what applies. So what I'm actually getting here for group number 2, number 1, is that the reason why the connection is still stuck, or what's keeping it, really stagnant, it's because of some of them, they are still trying to observe the situation, okay? Especially for those who are resonating with still seeing this person, we're still dating and all that. So I feel that maybe you're just basically dealing with a person who's moving a bit too slow, okay? That's actually what I'm getting. I feel as well that for some of you, I even heard the reason why they're kind of like cautious, or why is it that they're taking a long time to decide, is because this person was hurt before. Okay, I'm drawn to this image of the mask. So I feel that's why this person's carefully observing you and really trying to get to know you more on a much more, deeper level, or really trying to worm out some information about you because of in the past, they actually encountered the same thing, okay, in which they thought that this person is the right one for them, or that this person's perfectly fine, but when they finally got into a relationship, they found out or discovered a lot of things about that person. Or, for some of you guys, they even got betrayed, okay? So, that's a very specific scenario for some of you. Others of you, they're just taking their time, okay? They move a bit too slow. Another message that's coming through for group number 2 as to why this connection is still stuck until now, it's because of there might be other people getting in the way, all right? Either they're also confiding or asking, some people that they're actually close with, and maybe somebody's kind of like telling them, hey, you better think about it, All right. I really heard that. Like maybe this person confided to someone, whether it's a close friend, relative, or whatever, okay, that they're close with. And maybe, that person was kind of like telling your person to really think about it first, okay? Maybe this person is used to doing that, always, sharing some stuffs about the people or the person that they're actually dating. Like, hey, this is group number two. What do you think about group number two? Blah, blah, blah. That's actually what I'm hearing right now. There's like a dialogue that I'm hearing. And, unfortunately for some of you, there might be actually somebody who's trying to, um, yeah, kind of like a negative Nancy. I don't know why I'm kind of like picking that up. And that person's kind of like saying, hey, you better think about it, all right? I don't have good vibes about group number two. Or, yeah, maybe you should actually, just carefully observe this person before you actually, give your heart or before you actually get into a relationship with this person. Another thing that I'm also getting here is that just like for group number one, okay, there's also a scenario here in which this person could not tell you that they're not really ready to be in a relationship. And it had nothing to do with you, okay? Then it had nothing to do with you. I'm even hearing that this person's saying you're so freaking sweet, you're so nice, you're affectionate, a very loving person. But it's just that this person is feeling as if that they're not ready yet, okay? I feel that some of you are dealing with a person who has a lot of things that they wanted to do in life, okay? And so they feel as if that maybe this is not the right time for me yet to enter a relationship with anyone. And some of them, they enjoy the singlehood, right? Or they enjoy the freedom that they're actually getting being single, because Nine of Pentacles is also talking about independence and being single. And then finally, for some of you, I'm also getting here that you might be also dealing with a person who's married with family. Okay. And so obviously they're kind of like scared to keep this relationship as a secret all the time. The fact that they could not let go of this person for whatever reason, all right? This person is thinking that we can't just, keep our affair secret all the time. And they're afraid that they might get caught eventually, all right? And so that's why this person's saying, I wish I was single, all right? But unfortunately, I'm not, and I can't just cut this person out of my life. And again, for whatever reason, okay? So those are the reasons I'm seeing here so far. Man, I noticed that there's so many scenarios. Even for group number one, I was like, I'm getting dizzy. Like, hold up. All right, what's the next message, Spirit? Because it was so fast. There's so many scenarios that I'm hearing very strongly from my spiritual team. But just take what resonates with you. But those are some of the reasons as to why this connection is still stuck until now. Let's try to pull up another set of cards. See? Oh my gosh. Are you freaking kidding me? This is creepy. And I'll tell you why. You saw me shuffle as always. You got the timeout. All right. So, like what I told you earlier, they need some time. Okay. And they decided to take this, relationship slow or to put this on hold for now. They're still contemplating. Okay. That's really what I'm getting. And some of them, all right, are confiding to someone. What did I tell you? There might be another person really that they're actually, seeking advice from. And maybe that person, like what I said, advise them. All right. That's why I got the advisor card. Advise them, hey, don't be too hasty. All right. Think about it. All right. So that was so strong. I don't know what was that for, but I'm really getting that very strongly for someone out there that they may have confided to a friend or someone that they're close with. And that person, said some things about, don't rush. Like put this, on hold for now. Try to observe the person. Okay. Think about it. I keep on hearing that. Think about it. So yeah, for some of you, especially for those who are resonating with, you're dealing with a person who's already married, okay? Maybe they actually also, of course, told someone that they're close with that they have this secret affair with you, or that they have feelings for you and all that, but unfortunately they're married, all right? And so maybe a friend or someone is, of course, is going to say that, hey, think about it, bud. You are already married, all right? So you have to, carefully think things through before you actually do this type of thing. And yeah, it's understandable, of course. And I would really agree, because it's really not that easy, especially if you're dealing with someone who's already with someone else, all right, or is already tied to someone else. And so, for some of you, I'm getting that it's possible, that they're also confiding to someone, but others of you, I'm not picking up that they're already in a relationship with someone else, but somebody, all right, that they're close with is kind of like giving them some tips, or giving them some advice and telling them what they should be doing, or advising them to just really think things through. Okay, wow. All right, let's see what else. And then he got the spark. All right. So here's what I'm saying now. With the spark, I'm actually picking up that they're kind of like, contemplating about this connection. Maybe this person's kind of like waiting for something. All right. It's just like, for some of us, we kind of like wait for this spark to happen. Like, this is it. All right. I want to be with this person. I know that I'm actually making the right choice, or making the right decision to be with this person. It's kind of like that. That's really what I'm getting when I saw that spark card, okay? But let's pull it more. Rest and rejuvenation, okay? Find balance. Great and full. All right, very straightforward with these three cards. For some of you, the reason as to why the connection is still stuck. Number one, they needed some time out, all right? They feel as if that they're not ready to take this to the next level. And it's not because of you. For some of you, that's really what I'm getting. They just needed some space. With this rest and rejuvenation, I needed some space because I can't juggle both. Because you got Two of Pentacles. This person is having a hard time juggling both work as well as love life. Okay? And so I feel that this person is kind of like more putting their focus on their achievements, just like with this, trophy over here. All right. That's actually what I'm getting. For others of you, the reason as why this connection is still stuck, it's because I'll be very honest, you are actually dealing with a person who's kind of like, not to say they're not into you. All right. But I kind of like picked up that you're more invested emotionally into this connection. And that's why this Two of Pentacles is actually in reverse. All right. There's a lack of balance here. I feel that this person is kind of like, not fully invested into this connection or with you. But as for you, group number two, you're more energetically, invested or emotionally invested into this relationship or into this person. So there's really a disconnect, all right? Kind of like a one-sided thing for some of you, I'll be very honest. But others of you, it's because of they cannot juggle. They've realized, they've contemplated about it, that they can't actually juggle both. Because I feel that this person is more putting their entire focus on their career, all right, or other responsibilities in life. Yeah, chop wood, my gosh. So chop wood is talking about living in the moment, okay? So I feel that, again, that's another reason why this, connection is not yet progressing to the next level or moving. It's because of this person's taking it slow. All right. They try not to jump into that um, as fast as you wanted them to be. So I feel that, again, you might be dealing with a person who really tries to take their time. Okay. For others of you with the cleaning materials, I feel that um, they're trying to kind of like sort out some things. Just like, what I said earlier, it could be, some career issue or other issues in their life that they're really putting their focus on. Okay. Others of you, if you're already in a relationship with this person, or let's just put it this way, it was your ex, or you probably cooled off. That's also what I'm hearing right now. Then maybe this person just needed some time to think whether can this still work between the both of us. All right. This person's still juggling. Some of them, they're kind of like asking somebody they're close with about their input or about their insight. All right. That's what I'm hearing right now. And that's applicable for those who are resonating with, yeah, this was my ex, or we decided to part ways for now, or cool off. But I'm getting here that this person hasn't, made a decision just yet, but they're kind of like weighing things carefully, whether can you still give this another go? Can you guys still work on this? Present power. There's something about control here. Yeah. So what I'm actually getting before I pull up another card is that I'll be very honest, for some of you, there is probably somebody else who's trying to kind of like, yeah, decide for them. Okay. Not for all of you, but that's really what I'm hearing. That maybe, this person is basing off their decision mostly on what people are saying or what their close relatives or family member or a friend, is saying. And I feel that this person really needed to follow his or her heart, okay? Instead of just really, doing some things based upon what other people are giving them or saying to them. So yeah, that's really, really strong. Another thing, they felt restricted. They felt as if that they're powerless. That's also what I heard when I saw this image, especially if they're already with someone. And so some of them, they're still kind of like fixing some family issues. That's another thing I heard. Yeah. And then I'll be very honest, for some of you, this person's kind of like saying that some of them, they kind of like picked up that you might be a little bit clingy or possessive. All right. I also got that message for group number 1 for someone out there. This person's kind of like saying that, well, I can't breathe. We're not yet boyfriends and girlfriends. We're not yet in a relationship. And yet I feel as if that I can't, breathe. There's something about jealousy as well, or possessiveness. So I don't know who's that for, but that is also the reason as to why this person decided to back off. Okay. Health. All right. Now that's quite interesting with the health card, because you got the not 4 of swords, but it's kind of like the 4 of swords energy with this rest and rejuvenation card. So I feel that for some of you, it can be literally that they're actually taking good care of someone. All right. Maybe there's a sick family, or they're actually putting their focus on, their mental health or what, or something came up, because there's something that needs to be fixed with this cleaning material over here. All right. And yeah, it can be physically, mentally, emotionally, or some other issues that they're actually dealing with this health card. All right. But this is also, for me, with this health card, it's also talking about like temp check. I don't know. For some reason, that's what I got. This person's kind of like trying to test the waters first. Okay. And they still need, some additional time before they can actually take this to the next level, or yeah, try to move this to the next step. Oh yeah, self-love. So for the self-love card, this can be for both of you, all right? The fact that they're really kind of like thinking about their own needs first. Some of them, their main reason, it had nothing to do with you, but their main reason is I have a lot of dreams. I needed to put my focus on what's going to make me happy for now. Not to say that I don't like you, but it's just that my main priority is for me to achieve, my goals, my dreams, or I really wanted to put more focus on myself. And so that's for some of you. Others of you with a self-love card over here, this is also for you. I feel that this connection is also teaching you that lesson. I feel for group number 2, the main lesson for you guys had something to do with balance. All right. So maybe there is a tendency for a lot of you as well that when you're in love with someone, you just give everything. Because there's something about you're more energetically and emotionally more invested into this relationship. There's also something about attachment, okay? So be mindful about that as well, all right? There's something about being too attached on someone. So that's another lesson that Spirit is kind of like saying for some of you guys, okay? And yeah, it's also teaching you the lesson of self-love. But for others of you, this is for your person. They've decided that I need to put my focus on my health, on myself, all right? And that's why I got the health card. Now it makes sense, all right? On themselves, all right? On their happiness. So yeah, but let's see. Let's pull it more. Crown chakra, and then light. Yeah, it's still, connected with what was already discussed earlier when I'm looking at these two cards. So I really feel that they had this sort of like an understanding with this light. It's like the light dawned on them and they realized like, yeah, maybe this is not the right time just yet. I need to put my focus on myself first. And for others of you, maybe somebody kind of like gave them some advice and they kind of like realized there's something about awakening, realization. All right. I really got that when I saw these two cards, which brought them to decide that maybe, yeah, it's better off that we should put this on hold or put this on pause. Okay. Let's see what is next. Spiritual guides. Okay. Wow. Believe it or not, it can also be that your spiritual guides really interfered into this connection. Okay. I am going to be sharing this quick story to you guys in the past. And this was the same guy that I thought I'm going to be marrying. Um, I was told by 3 psychics. I know you've heard this story many, many times, but I was told by, 3 psychics that this is the guy that I'm going to be marrying. We'll have 2 children and all that. But again, it never happened. And we're talking about 3 different psychics. And I remember I asked another medium or a psychic about why it didn't happen. Okay. So on top of everything is energy, right? And at that time, I was always putting my focus on the absence of this person or really putting my focus on when is this going to happen? Why is this person not yet, proposing or why is this not person yet, doing any form of action based on what the psychics told me. And so that's actually energy. You're operating from a space of lack. Plus, on top of that, I was actually told by this medium or the psychic that the spiritual guides actually kind of like interfered. All right. And that was the very first time I've actually heard about it. Like, really? I thought we have free will. And that psychic told me, yeah, but if it's actually not really for your highest good, all right, then your spiritual team, your ancestors would not allow that. And, to cut the long story short, years later, I actually realized that, whoa, it was really a lifesaver because it turned out that person is actually a wife beater or, somebody who's actually, I don't want to say any other stuffs and overshare, but it's just that I realized that the reason why things didn't work out for us is for my highest good. Okay. And so I feel this is also the same case for some of you. It can be that even your own spiritual team saw something that you're probably not wanting to see, or you're not really seeing. But eventually you might actually come to realize, just like what happened to me, all right? Like I couldn't understand. I was so upset. I was so heartbroken because I love that person so much until I realized why things didn't actually work out between the both of us. And I was like, whoa, good riddance. So yeah, I feel that this is also the same case for some of you. Openness. Oh my gosh. Discipline. Okay. So yeah, while I was, shuffling, I also heard this, okay? And when I saw this openness card, for some of you, this person might be really hiding something that you're probably not aware about. And your spiritual team, your ancestors are seeing it, of course. Okay? But who knows? Maybe in the right time, you would eventually come to discover. Allow the universe to reveal that to you. Just like what has happened to me. Years later, I came, to find out what really happened, okay? Or why, rather, why we're not really meant for each other, okay? And so I feel that's actually kind of like a secret to you with the moon, like things are hidden from you or not seeing things clearly, but only your spiritual team, your angels, your guides are able to see. And maybe you just met this person because of, again, there is a lesson. Sometimes, regardless whether he or she's your twin flame soulmate, a lot of people are so obsessed with that. That's why I really don't want to be obsessed with labels, because some people are so obsessed with, oh, we're twin flames. We should be together. We should be in union this year. We should be in union anytime soon. But sometimes, not all twin flames are really meant to end on this lifetime. But what's really, the reason or the primary reason why you and this person met, it's because you guys are really going to be learning some valuable lessons from each other, right? And I feel this is also the case for some of you. It's teaching you a lesson, most especially around balance as well as self-love. Another thing that I'm also seeing here is that there's also something about, communication and openness. Maybe this person is kind of like not really good when it comes to that, or they're having a hard time communicating their feelings with you. All right. That's another thing why the connection is still stuck until now. All right. It lacks transparency. For others of you are resonating more with this was your ex, or you guys just, parted ways, and you're hoping that your ex is going to be back. Again, it's still the same thing. There is a need for openness between you and this person. There should be a need for you guys to sit down together and try to resolve any conflict or issues from the past. Okay, there's also something about closure issues for some of you, by the way. Wow. Okay, let's see what's next. Unrequited love. What the freak? I just said something like, do you still remember, you guys? Group number 2. I even said, like, I could pick up, like, honestly, for some of you, it's kind of like a one-sided thing because you're more invested. This person is not. And now he got unrequited love, okay? But for some of you, not to say that they don't like you, it's just that, again, um, because of how they're actually behaving, it's kind of like projecting towards you that they don't feel anything for you or that they've rejected you. There's actually something about that. There's a lot of triggers for group number 2. I won't be surprised if some of you are really in a twin flame. That's why I had to mention the twin flame thing. Okay. And being a twin flame connection is really, challenging. All right. There's definitely going to be a lot of triggers, a lot of shadow work as well. Okay. But, Yeah, that's what I'm seeing with this unrequited love. Maybe because this person's not being very open with you, and that's what's also keeping this connection stuck. There's a lack of communication. There's a lack of, you know, transparency, right? Like if a person really loves you and is really willing to make things work with you, they're really gonna tell you, okay? Like what I always say, you don't even need to watch pick of cards because this person's really gonna tell you, hey, I love you. Hey, this is what I want to do. I have plans for us to build a house somewhere, things like that. Like, uh, uh, because what I'm actually, getting for some of you, it's like you're trying to play guessing games. I don't know why I'm suddenly picking that up for some of you. You probably felt that too. Like you're always assuming things because this person never opened up or this person never shared to you what is a real deal. So that's another, blockage. Proposal. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then the snake. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? And it says the other woman. I'll be very honest with the proposal. Um, Maybe this person's already in a relationship with someone. And of course, they're never going to tell you until you've, found out about it, of course. Who on earth would tell you, hey, group number two, I'm actually, also dating someone else, not just you, right? Of course, they're not going to tell that. They're not really going to be sharing that with you. And if you're going to confront them and tell them, why you're dating someone else than me? And then this person's going to tell you, well, oh my gosh, that's a red flag. We're not even, boyfriends and girlfriends just yet. And here you are, you're fuming mad. So you're really jealous. Um, you get what I'm saying, group number two? So I feel that, yeah, this person, probably is dating someone else while they're also dating you or flirting with you. Okay. And yeah, I feel that this person just got themselves in a relationship with someone. Okay. Without probably you knowing it right now. That's why it's a secret. But for others of you, I'm getting here that this is for those who would resonate with it's a third party thing or this person's with someone else. That's why I got the other woman. They're probably in a karmic connection as well. All right. It says here, look over your shoulder. So again, they're kind of like scared. This is exactly what I heard earlier. Like, can we always just keep this relationship a secret? Okay, especially if this person's not willing to sacrifice or let go of the person that they're with, right? Of course. Um, and so this person is always kind of like thinking that you guys can't always be like this, or you would always keep your relationship a secret, in which they're always looking over their shoulder that maybe their spouse is going to find out about it, right? So, yeah. Oh my gosh. There's actually a lot of possible scenarios as well for group number two. Let's pull up more. Ooh, sexual arts. Okay. Are you kidding me? I just heard this right now, but this is maybe for one person out there or two. Really? Because this is what I heard from Spirit when I saw the sexual arts. Some of you are dealing with a person. It's a same sex scenario, okay? I don't know who's this for. Maybe this person, yeah, you were the only one maybe who knew that they, tried to, um, yeah, they tried to engage in a same sex connection, but this person would always pretend, to the people around them that they're straight or that they really don't, um, get themselves engaged in a same sex relationship or connection. I don't know what is this for, but that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Okay. And so I feel that this person is afraid to kind of like admit what they really want. Okay. There's something about maybe that's why I got the High Priestess card, which is also about secrets. And yeah, now it's making sense, right? Because he also got the Seven of Roses earlier, and there's actually an image of a mask, if you still remember that. Because again, there's something about them hiding, all right? Hiding about their preference, okay? Maybe to the people around them, close to them, family members and all that, this person's pretending that they're completely straight, like they don't fall for anybody of the same sex, okay? So yeah, that's also another possibility. Maybe for one person out there, because that's what I heard from Spirit, not for all of you, of course. Yeah, I just got that very strongly. Ego, vanity, and pride. Ooh, well, there you go. It's because of pride, right? Ego-based issues, pride issues. Again, there's something about how this person is very much particular about people, seeing them, or about the perception of other people, or how people are going to be perceiving them. Um, and I feel that's why, right? And that's also the reason as to why they're wearing this mask. Out of pride, okay? Another thing I'm getting here with this ego, vanity, and pride, especially if you're resonating with, you're dealing with a person who's so attractive, they love the attention, okay? They love that women are flocking all over them, all right? Or men are flocking all over them, okay? I'll be very honest, for some of you with the sexual arts too, this person's not really ready to be in a serious relationship, but they just are more open to open relationship, or yeah, no strings attached, in other words. So anyway, let's pull up more. Oh boy, withdrawal, rejection. Okay. So for some of you, the reason as to why this connection is still stuck until now, because again, I'm hearing two things. Number one, they couldn't tell you that they wanted to back off. And so instead of telling you, they just tried to put, everything on pause. Because some men, especially men, they don't have the courage to tell you that, all right? Some of them, they're hoping that you are going to be reading between the lines. Okay? Oh, wow. I can't believe this. Anyway, let's actually pull up some messages. I can't believe it. I already, pulled up your cards, all the cards actually here. So I got carried away with the reading. Let's put this aside. So let me just pull up a message for you from this person before we wrap things up. I am better with my mind than my heart. Well, there you go. Okay, no wonder when we saw that openness card earlier with the image of the moon, there you go. All right, this person's not really connecting with their feelings or their emotions. They're more detached or distant, okay? They're more following their logical mind than their heart. Why can't I tell you the truth? What the freak? See, I was just talking about that. Instead of telling you the truth, instead of saying it to you straight in the face, they're just really, going to be putting things on pause, not telling you, hoping that you would figure things out on your own. Like, read between the lines. That's really what I heard earlier, where some of you, maybe you're definitely dealing with a person, no wonder you got the image of the mask, all right, at the very start of your reading. So I feel there's really something about secrets. There's something about them not being very transparent. See, there's lack of openness, honesty, or open and honest communication even for some of you, okay? Wow, I can't believe how everything is matching. I am the man, okay? So with the I am the man, I feel that for some of you, and this is something that I've always, discuss in my pick a card readings, especially in love readings, that sometimes we have to catch ourselves. Are we also operating more on our divine masculine? Especially if you're a woman watching this, all right, or you are actually the divine feminine, but it seems to be that you're always, embracing the divine masculine energy, where it should be balanced, okay? So maybe, it was always you who's initiating everything, taking action, doing everything for the relationship, all right? Remember, the divine masculine's role is to take action. And the divine feminine is the one who receives, okay? So I feel this is also a lesson for some of you to balance both. And that's why it says, I am the man. So some of them, they feel as if that you're controlling. No wonder I heard control earlier when I actually saw the present power card, where there's a guy and there's actually a lion and a tiger. All right, I really got that. So yeah, there's something about them saying, I am the man. I am the man in the connection or the relationship. I am the man for some of you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Because earlier I just really picked that up from Spirit, but Spirit is kind of like saying to me it's just for one person maybe, or two. But yeah, I am the man, but I kind of like got it in a way that this person is kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like wanting to prove that they're actually the man, all right? Or they're a man. I really got that. Oh my gosh. But anyway. Okay, my life is a mess right now. So for some of you, this is what they wanted to tell you, that their life is actually a mess right now. Man, I love Group Two's reading. It's actually really straightforward and quite unique from Group Number One. But yeah, these are the things that they actually wanted to tell you. And before we actually wrap things up, let me actually flip this card. And here's your message as well from Spirit. Ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. So yeah. But with ask for help, what the freak? Remember I said something like at the very start of the reading, they're confiding to someone. They're actually seeking the help of someone. And maybe, a person may have told them that you should actually, think about it. Put this on hold for now. Yeah. That's crazy, especially that you also got the, what was that card? The guide card? Yeah. So now you got the ask for help. So maybe some of you guys, it's a validation that they're really, seeking the help of someone. They may have confided to someone. And yeah, that person may have said some things, which kind of like made the connection stuck. Or why is it actually on hold? Maybe because of the 5 cents or 10 cents with that person. Anywho, that is all I have for you, Group Number 2. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next week. Hi, Group Number 3. Let's put this aside first. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose Group Number 3. What is keeping their connection stuck? All right, you have your 9 of Flutes. The Advisor. You have the End. You have the Contestant in reverse. Ooh. You have 2 of Rings. And you have 3 of Roses. Bottom of the deck, you have here 7 of Mirrors. Ooh, it says here, for the wrong reasons. Okay, Group Number 3. Just like Group Number 1 and Group Number 2. Gosh, I'm hearing a lot of messages. So, how do we start? All right, let's start off with this one. The first message that came up while I was shuffling, Spirit wanted to say that the reason why this connection is still stuck, your person could not really tell you that it's over, or that they're not really coming back, or that they're not really ready to either take this to the next level, or that they really wanted to still work on the partnership, whether this was your ex. Now, if it wasn't really your ex, and you guys are still in a situationship, this person could not tell you um, the exact truth that they feel as if that this is actually not going to work. Okay, they've really thought about it. That's actually what I heard while I was shuffling, but it's hard for them to say it. Another message that came through is for those who are resonating with, this person is with someone else. And you're probably aware of that before you met them, that this person's with someone. Whether they're married or not, doesn't matter, but they're already committed to someone. And so this person's kind of like saying, although they really wanted you, they know that taking a risk or taking a chance on this relationship may really cause a lot of chaos for both of you, all right? As well as, some other people in the picture. So, whether, especially if they have kids too. So, they're kind of like thinking that maybe it's better off this way. Maybe, we shouldn't really, take a chance on this. Some of you even had a secret affair with this person, like secretly guys are having this relationship while they are already in a relationship with someone. And so it's kind of like what I heard as well for group number 2, in which this person is saying, we both know, all right, that this type of setup cannot work forever, all right? And I'm even hearing a guy saying, I told you I can't leave my person. I don't know who's this for, but this person is saying, I've told you directly that I cannot leave this person, especially that we have children, okay? So some of you already got that message from this person. And so they're kind of like saying that you both already know that this is not going to go anywhere, that they cannot afford to just leave this other person behind, especially if they have children. And so that's it. That's why the connection is still stuck. That's why you're actually not still seeing, this person packing their bags and then heading straight to your, house and all that. So, yeah. But another message that came through is that for some of you, and it's for those who are resonating with, this person is from a different country. I don't know who's this for, or maybe you guys met online, or there's something about long distance. Let's just put it that way. It doesn't matter whether they're a foreigner or not, but, well, yeah, it matters. Spirit is saying, no, it matters. Okay, all right, Spirit. Okay. I love it when my spirit guide suddenly cuts me off. And so my spirit guide was saying, no, it matters. Okay, yeah, it matters because, number one, especially for those who are resonating with, you're dating someone or you're actually, involved with someone who's actually, from a different ethnicity or culture than you, all right? And if you're resonating with that, this person has contemplated about it, all right? But even though they really wanted you, this person's kind of like saying that, maybe, this is not really going to work between the both of us, because of there are some differences, all right? It's not about the language barrier, not at all. It's not the language. It's more about the culture, all right? And then I'm also picking up another message from Spirit where this person, not to say that they're a foreigner or they're from a different ethnicity or culture, but it's more about the setup of you guys are apart from each other. Like this person suddenly realized, or this person's kind of like saying, I've realized that I don't like this setup. I don't like this long distance relationship. Okay. There's also something about trust issues. Okay. So either this is also part of what you discussed or you had an argument about. All right. There's really something about secrets or jealousy. I keep on getting that. There's something about trust issues, okay? And so this person kind of like realized that maybe, yeah, being in a long distance relationship is never going to work for me, okay? I really heard that. I don't know who's that for, but that's not true. Honestly, if you ask me personally, it can work so long as there's that really, beautiful communication and openness between you both, all right? Because it's actually not the distance that kills a relationship. It's actually the lack of communication and openness. So maybe that's why there's something about secrets, okay? So, yeah. And then I'm also still picking up with the advisor card. And this also came up for group number 2. Not for all of you, but I kind of like got that again. Um, that this person may have actually confided to someone. And this person may have told, your person that maybe, you should think about it. You should weigh things carefully with the scales of justice over here. All right. Um, Maybe it's better off that you put an end to the connection. I don't know. I'm hearing that maybe a person that they're close with also told them that. Okay. Wow. I can't believe it. Anyway, I'm also hearing, okay, Spirit wanted me to go back. I'm also hearing right now that you and this person are friends, okay? And this person is kind of like saying that we both know we can't be in a relationship, not because we're friends, but because we both are already in a relationship. I'm hearing that over and over again. I'm in a relationship. You're already in a relationship. This is not going to work. We can't just lie all the time. Because again, there's something about secrets or lies. Ooh, who is that? Okay, anyway. Let's move on to the next set of cards. Well, there you go. What is keeping this connection stuck? For some of you, again, just like what I said, you might be dealing with a person who's already, with someone, and they may have a child or children. So yeah, that's what's keeping the connection stuck, because they can't afford to leave this person since they have a child, or maybe their child is still young, okay? So yeah. Ghostlands. And then he got here, Angel of Strength. So yeah, what I'm actually getting here, that what's keeping this connection stuck, on top of this person may already have a child, okay, with this person that they're with, especially for those who would resonate with that scenario, okay? And so again, they don't have enough strength to leave, okay, to leave this person behind, or to ghost this person, or to leave this person. And some of them, they've ghosted you, okay? Instead, what happened was, it was actually, you that they ghosted, because they don't have enough strength to tell you all these things. To tell you, I'm sorry, I chose to be with this person, or I have to stick into this relationship, okay? And I cannot afford to continue this relationship with you. So yeah. And they don't have any courage to tell you that straight in the face. And most, people, especially guys, all right, they're hoping that you're just going to be reading between the lines. But in this case, I feel it's actually the child that they're really concerned about, okay? The child or the children. So yeah. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, abandonment, see? I was just talking about ghosting, all right? Either to ghost, they cannot abandon, the child. I'm really picking that up. It's not because they're still very much in love with this, spouse or the person that they're actually with, but they cannot leave, or this person can't leave the child behind, okay? That's what's, keeping this connection stuck. They can't, just abandon the child and just go straight to you, or drop everything, sacrifice everything just to be with you. Because again, at the end of the day, this person wanted, right, for their child to grow up with a father or mother. So yeah, that's what I'm getting there with that feeling alone card, or the Five of Pentacles card. Merry motive. And you got thinker. Wow. Again, this is related just by looking at all of these three cards. Now, this scenario, let's go back to those who would resonate with you're dealing with a person who's far away from you, long distance, okay? And so that's why I got the feeling alone. This person suddenly had this really, strong realization, or they've thought about it, all right? They've realized that I don't like this setup. Okay, we're apart from each other. We're not really physically, seeing each other. It's like this person is saying, you're so far away. I keep on hearing that, just like with this woman over here looking at the moon. You're so far away. And now we got this image of the star. It's like it's hard to reach you. So maybe, yeah, some people, they cannot handle that. Some people can. That it's not really an issue that you guys are not physically together. But so long as you're talking all the time, you're FaceTiming each other or whatever, okay, whatever type of, form of communication, as long as you're seeing each other through video chat, let's just say, all right, that's fine. But for this person, I'm actually picking up very strongly that they realize that this is something that they don't like. They wanted to be in a connection where, yeah, this person is right beside them, that they're really seeing this person face to face. There's really something about that. Wow. Okay, let's pull it more. Loss. Again, are you freaking kidding me? Look at that. We see here another image where there's an ocean, all right, and there's a boat. So there's really something about distance. There's really something about travel, all right? So this is going to be resonating for those people who are in a long distance relationship, okay, or your person is far away from you. For others of you with the lost card, again, they cannot afford to lose or to abandon the person because of the children. Perseverance. Focus. Oh, okay. For some of you, this person is just feeling overwhelmed, okay? Just by looking at this image. And what I actually heard is because of their focus. It's more about their career. It's more about their job, all right? This person has realized or has thought about it. And they actually kind of like said that maybe, I'm not really ready to engage in any type of relationship or romantic partnership because of I needed to put my focus on my job, on my ambitions or my work, okay? I'm also getting here that for some of you, this person's probably thinking about working overseas. I don't know who's this for. All right. That's another thing just by looking at all of these three cards. Okay. And so they're kind of like thinking that, yeah, and then we're going to be apart from each other. We're not going to see each other. So maybe it's best that, I should just put my focus on my job. All right. And I can't juggle both is also what I'm getting here because they're feeling very much overwhelmed. Yeah, and then he got the waiting game. Love. Ooh. Patience. Okay, so I'm hearing two messages just by looking at these three cards. The first message is this. For some of you, it's not to say that there's no growth or progress in this relationship. Okay, maybe you're just basically dealing with a person who takes their time. Okay, so there's a message for you to be patient, not to rush things. Okay, and the second message is this person, speaking of rush, they kind of like also felt that it's a bit too fast as well. All right, and so this kind of like scared them. All right, that's really what I'm getting. Another message that came through just now is that for some of you with this waiting game, it's actually you. This is the viewer. You kept on waiting and waiting for this person to come back, or yeah. But the thing is, because of the circumstances, it's not that easy, especially for those who are resonating with either they need to put their focus on something else, something very important. Not that you're not important, but there are some other priorities. Others of you, of course, they are still with someone, all right? But I'm actually also getting this message that there is a need for you and this person to really open up to each other. Okay, especially if you're resonating with, well, we're still actually seeing each other or we're still talking to each other, but there are some issues that we haven't really talked about yet. Well, there you go. I feel that there's a strong need for you guys to just be open to each other without being way too, confrontational. I don't know who is that for, but I also heard that. And then lastly, because again, I'm suddenly hearing a lot of messages. Lastly, I'm hearing that for others of you, this person is somebody who may be a little bit scared when it comes to love, all right, or when it comes to relationships. So they try to take their time with this waiting game and the patience card. Maybe because in the past they got hurt or they were betrayed, whatever, okay? But there's something from their past. No wonder you got the ghost lands. So there's really something about their past which kind of like affected them strongly. Um, and they're really cautious or they're really careful around partnerships or when it comes to relationships. Well, okay, let's see what else. Guilt. Okay. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Okay. For some of you, it can be taken as guilt. All right. That's the reason why, they are not really making a move towards you just yet. Although they feel guilty, especially if they actually ghosted you. All right. For some of you, the guilt is coming from them leaving behind, their family for you. Okay. So, for those who are resonating with, yes, my person is already with someone with children, with a child, there you go. They feel guilty that they're actually going to be sacrificing everything. It's not to say you're not important, but it's just that what they're guilty about is the child, especially if they're so small, right? So, that's what's actually blocking them from coming towards you or growing this connection with you. Whoa, okay. Let's see, what is next? Yeah, see? Getting to know each other. Remember I said something like, for some of you, this person's saying, let's actually not rush, all right? Let's allow things to grow in time, because hourglass, right? So there's something about allow things to grow in time. Um, Not to say that you're hurrying them up, but maybe this person's just moving a bit too slow, okay? And so they wanted to spend more time to get to know you more, all right? But this is also a message for you guys to have this open and really, honest communication with each other. And by doing so, you guys can grow or deepen the connection, okay? Just like what it says here. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So how can you expect a relationship to grow if this person's not being very totally open with you, and you're also not being totally open with this person either, right? So it's not going to be an authentic, connection. There's a lot of superficiality, right? So yeah. But I'm getting here as well with this getting to know each other card. Maybe, especially if you're still dating this person, or you're still seeing this person and talking to this person, Spirit is actually saying, allow things to grow in time. That's why I got the patience card. Manifesting the one. It says here, very soon your true love will arrive. Okay. With the manifesting the one, I'm getting here that, yeah, it's very straightforward. They're probably still waiting, okay? Maybe they haven't really decided that you're the one, especially if you're a guy watching this. So they're kind of like saying, let me take my time, all right? I don't want to rush things because I did that years ago and I got hurt. I discovered a lot of things about this person whom I trusted. So yeah, that's actually what I'm getting for some of you. Maybe it's just, for a few of you. What the freak? You saw me shuffle as always. You got the clock. It says here, needs time, takes time. Time to heal or progress. So just don't rush. Group number 3. Maybe this connection really needed a lot of time. There are really some things that you cannot force. Okay? So, yeah. Either this person needs enough time, especially if they're still not ready yet, because not to say they don't like you or they really don't love you. It had nothing to do with you. It's more about their priorities at the moment, okay? Yeah, because for some of you, it's about money with the abundance card. So I feel that this person is still putting their focus on their career, on their finances, their business. Okay. And with the gratitude keyword, I feel that Spirit is kind of like reminding some of you guys, especially if you're still dating, be grateful, appreciate the moment. Appreciate what you have with this person. All right. Again, allow yourself and this person to get to know more about each other. Right. Don't jump there yet. So just be patient in getting to know more about each other. Allow things to, flow freely. But for others of you, this person needed enough time because they really needed to put their focus on their career or their business. Comfort zone, clinging. Ooh, really? Okay. So, with the clinging, what I'm actually getting is this. We see here this image of a person. And this person's face is wrapped in some sort of like a plastic, right? And this person can't breathe. Which makes sense why I heard earlier this person's feeling overwhelmed. Like, I can't breathe. So, for some of you, the message I got earlier when I saw that card in which Spirit is saying this person's feeling overwhelmed because of work, okay? Because they have to juggle a lot of things, or they're putting their focus on their work and they can't just do two things at the same time. Some people can. Again, always remember, you guys, that we're all unique individuals. Some people, they can actually juggle both or do both. But unfortunately, this person can't. But for others of you, there's actually something about them feeling overwhelmed because they're kind of like probably, sensing that some of you, not all of you, are a bit clingy, all right? And that's kind of like a red flag for this person, or it was giving them that uncomfortable feeling, all right? I tell you, especially if it's a guy, a lot of guys, they really don't like it when a person is so needy or clingy of them, okay? And I feel it's also because of you're dealing with a person who's very independent. And that's why you also got the 5 of Pentacles, all right? There's something about abandonment wounds here, all right? So that's another thing that needs to be healed for some of you. But anyway, let's pull up Another card. Wild. Ooh. Okay, with the wild card, I'm actually, just getting here two things. When you're wild, you're bold, you're careless, you're actually, fierce, right? Wild and fierce. And there's actually something about them kind of like feeling that I don't have that courage, you know? I don't have enough strength to just do, some things, especially that you got the comfort zone keyword over here. For instance, this is an example. As much as they really wanted to pursue you, or especially for those who are resonating with this person is already with someone else, then they're kind of like saying, no, I have to stay where I am right now. I can't take a risk. That's really going to be, so challenging, or it is dangerous. Okay. So I'm getting that this person's just willing to stay in their comfort zone. Some of them are saying, I wish I'm wild and free. Okay. And especially if they're tied to someone else, they can't do that. Whoa. Alrighty. Let's actually pull up more. For some of you, by the way, with the wild card, I'll be very honest. Some of you, you're actually dealing with a person in which they're not really ready for a relationship, but they maybe, flirted with you. Some of them, they're kind of like more into hookups, if you know what I mean, right? Hooking up with someone, not necessarily being in a serious relationship with someone. Yeah, you got collaboration. We see here people like teammates or workmates. So what's keeping this connection stuck? It can be, again, like what I said, work-related issue, or they're putting their focus on their work, all right? For some of you, I'm also getting here that maybe if this is a person that you're working with, all right, that's another thing. There's some issues around there, all right? The workplace, or maybe this person is a boss too, all right? That's what's actually blocking this connection. But for others of you, I'm hearing they're really putting their focus on their career. That's their main priority or goal right now. Okay, so let's put this aside before we wrap things up. I'm going to be pulling up some messages for you from your person. Any message for group number 3 from their person? Ooh, oh my gosh. Drugs and alcohol. Ooh. So with the drugs and alcohol, for some of you, there might be, some sort of like, some toxicity here. Okay. No wonder you got the wild card. Party. Right? So I'll be very honest. For some of you, maybe, again, this person may be either doing something, that is toxic, or either they're addicted to drugs or some toxic vices, or for some of you, because what I kind of like got earlier is that it's a person who likes to party, who likes to be an open type of relationship, just wanted to hook up with someone, all right? And I don't think this person is capable yet to be in a healthy partnership. Okay, most especially, this is something they're used to. Drugs, sex, and alcohol. That's why when I saw that wild card, like, yeah, doing something wild and all that. If I could go back in time, I would handle us differently. Okay, so this person definitely has regret. Okay, so I feel that for some of you, this is what they wanted to tell you. They wanted to do things differently. And so they really have a lot of regrets how they treated you or how they behaved towards you. I am blocked. Okay. Oh my gosh. I am blocked. Two things. With the I am blocked, maybe you block this person. That's why it's actually, maybe some of you are just kind of like wondering what's going to come up in this reading, but you actually know, or you're aware that you blocked this person. So there's no other way that this person can actually, reconnect with you or to grow the relationship, because you've completely blocked this person. But I'm also hearing with this I am blocked, they feel as if that there's a blockage because of other circumstances, whether it's actually their work, they're swamped or whatever, or it can also be that, they are in a relationship. So it prevents them from moving towards you. All right, let's get one last card. Oh my gosh, okay. I need to figure myself out. So this person needed some time. Maybe that's why I got the waiting game, all right? They're still contemplating, they're still juggling, all right? They're still trying to figure things out, or they still needed some time, again, to figure things out, or even themselves out. Wow, group number 3. There you go. But before we wrap things up, let's flip this card that you chose. It says here, focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. So this is a message for you, group number 3. Just make sure that you always, try to look for the good in everyone. Okay, not just about their bad side, not just about the things that you don't want with them. Okay, because we're not perfect individuals anyway. All right, we all have flaws. We all have shadow sides. All right, but I feel this is a message that some of you might resonate, that spiritual guides are wanting for you to just look for the good in everyone and to always put your focus on love. For others of you, this is actually what this person also needed to learn. Because I'm also picking up not only ego issues, but there's fear-based issues. When I saw that love card earlier, that's also a card that talks about a person who's having a hard time embracing love without fear. So this is a message for this person as well, to put their focus on love, not on fear. There you go. So I hope you enjoyed this group number 3. I'll see you next week.